Students, in the previous video, I have already explained you about acids and bases. So in this video, let us discuss about salts. Most salts are neutral substances. Salts are formed by the following ways. First is by neutralization reaction, meaning thereby when a acid reacts with a base, then a salt and water is formed. Here 2KOH is base, H2SO4 is acid and K2SO4 is the salt and water is also formed. This is the first method by which we can obtain salts. Second method is by direct combination of elements. For example, Na plus Cl2. When they are heated, they will form NaCl, sodium chloride, the common table salt used in our houses. So this is also one method to make salt. Second, Mg plus Cl2, when heated it forms magnesium chloride and it is also a salt. So this is one second method for obtaining salt by direct combination of elements. And there is one more method by the action of acid on metals. For example, on magnesium, if hydrochloric acid is put or reaction occurs between them and then MgCl2, that is magnesium chloride salt, is formed and hydrogen is released. Likewise, when H2SO4 reacts with metal zinc, then it will form ZnSO4, that is zinc sulfate, plus hydrogen gas will be released. So both MgCl2 and ZnSO4 are salts. So these are the three common methods of obtaining salts. Salts are also found in nature, in Earth's crust, in soil, in rocks and in seawater. Now let us discuss about properties of salts. Salts are formed through reactions between acid and bases. As we have already discussed the name of that reaction, and that is neutralization reaction. I hope you remember, students, about neutralization reaction. Second property, most of the salts are readily soluble in water. Third, salts do not conduct electricity in their solid state. However, molten salts and solution of salts in water conduct electricity. Students, now let us discuss about classification of salts. Salts are of three types: neutral salts, acidic salts and basic salts. Neutral salts, these are maximum in number. When a strong acid reacts with a strong base, then neutral salt is formed. For example, NaCl, KCl, KNO3, Na2SO4, etc. Mostly salts are neutral in nature. Okay. Second is acidic salt. When a strong acid reacts with a weak base, then acidic salts are formed. For example, aluminum chloride, when HCl, which is a strong acid, reacts with AlOH3, which is a weak base, then AlCl3 is formed, and so its nature will be acidic because it is the resultant of a strong acid. Likewise, NH4NO3, ZnSO4, CuCl2 are acidic salt. So students, when a strong acid reacts with a weak base, then the resultant form, the product formed, the salt formed will be of acidic nature. Likewise, let us discuss about basic salt. When a weak acid reacts with a strong base, then the salt form is of basic nature because here base is stronger. So the quality of base will be reflected in its salt and the salt will be of basic nature. For example, sodium acetate. Sodium acetate is formed by reaction between acetic acid and sodium hydroxide and the resultant is sodium acetate. This is a basic salt. Okay, students? Other example of basic salts are Na2CO3, CH3COOK. Students, now let us summarize the properties of salts through a mind mapping diagram. First, salts are formed through reactions between acids and bases. Second, Most of the salts are readily soluble in water. Third, salts do not conduct electricity in their solid state. However, molten salts and solution of salts in water conduct electricity. Hope students you understood everything very nicely about salts. Thank you.